If you're listening to this in early February and you already feel behind, this episode is for you. It's February 5th. The excitement of a fresh start has worn off. The goals that felt so clear a few weeks ago now feel heavier. And maybe you're quietly wondering if you're already failing. And let me say this clearly. You are not failing. You are not broken. You're just past the honeymoon phase, and we all feel it. January is fueled by novelty. New routines feel exciting, like a fresh notebook, right? Motivation is high because nothing has required consistency yet. And February is where reality shows up. February exposes systems, not discipline. Most people assume they're quitting because they lack willpower. That's rarely true. What's usually happening is they built a plan for their most motivated days, not their real ones. And when real life shows up, the plan collapses. Not because you failed, but because it wasn't livable. Welcome back to the Elevate with Erica podcast. I am so excited to have you guys here for this topic today. Starting over feels hopeful. Staying is what actually changes you, though. We love a fresh start, don't we? New Mondays, new months, new weeks, new plans. They feel clean. They feel full of possibility. But staying feels messy. Staying feels boring. Staying doesn't give instant feedback. And that's why so many people quit and restart instead of just stabilizing. If it only works when you're motivated, then it doesn't work for you. So motivation is emotional energy, right? It comes and it goes. It is unreliable. But habits are built on repetition, not excitement. And every time you start over, you unintentionally teach yourself that discomfort means failure. And this is the phase that people don't talk about. The phase where you're doing the work, you're showing up, but nothing looks different yet. And this is where I want you to slow down. Because the truth is, consistency doesn't feel powerful at first. It feels quiet. Quiet mornings, quiet habits, quiet internal shifts. No one's celebrating it yet. No one's really noticing your changes, the shifts, the things you're working on. Your body doesn't respond to panic or pressure, though. Your body responds to patterns, and patterns take time. And this is true with health. This is true with energy. This is true with healing. This is true with rebuilding trust in yourself, that you are going to do what you said you're going to do. And most people quit not because it isn't working, but because it's not loud yet. So let's redefine consistency. Consistency is not intensity. Consistency is not perfection. Consistency is not never missing. Consistency is repeatability. So ask yourself, can I do this on a tired day? Can I do this when life feels heavy? Can I do this without a bunch of hype? You don't need a new plan. You need a plan that you can live with. And what you can live with might be different than what your friend can live with, what your sister's living with, what the influencer that you're following on social media is living with. What can you live with? That's where real progress is going to live. And this is why most people quit right before the compound effect shows up. They leave during the boring phase. I know it doesn't sound glamorous, but that's kind of where we are right now, right? They leave during the boring phase. They leave before momentum has had time to build. And so if you're on the edge of quitting right now, I'm so glad you found this episode today. And I believe like everything happens for a reason. I believe this fell on your ears for a reason. And I need you to hear this. The goal isn't to restart your life. It's to stop abandoning it. You don't need to quit. You don't need to restart. You just need to continue imperfectly and know that that's going to look different day to day. Stability is boring, and that's why it's rare. Stability is where confidence is built, where trust in ourselves is rebuilt, where change actually sticks. Progress is not loud, it is loyal. And loyalty to yourself, even when it's quiet, is what changes everything. This season isn't about doing more. It's about staying. Staying when excitement fades, staying when results are slow, staying long enough to become the person you said you wanted to be. If February has you questioning yourself, let this be your reminder that this isn't failure. This right here is part of the work. And the version of you that you're becoming doesn't need perfection. She needs commitment, she needs patience, and she needs you to stay. Don't quit on yourself. You're closer than you think. January motivation was borrowed energy. February requires something different. And I am rooting for you, friend. Until next episode. E.
If you've been listening to this podcast for a while, you know I'm not about extremes, quick fixes, or forcing change that doesn't last. And if you're headed into this season feeling like you want to reset, but you don't want another plan that asks you to overhaul your entire life, I want to tell you about something I'm really excited about. It's called the Make 3 Breakthrough. This is a 90-day real-life wellness reset built around simplicity and support, not perfection. We focus on 3 nature-derived peptides: fit, lean, and restored, to support energy, metabolism, strength, and sleep. 3 simple commitments we make together: daily steps, protecting sleep, and small nutrition and hydration swaps. And most importantly, community and accountability. So you're not doing this alone. Already there's over 1,000 people in this community ready to do 2026 differently. This isn't about shrinking yourself or pushing harder. It's about working with your body, stacking small wins, and letting consistency do what extremes never could. I'm personally leading this group, walking through it alongside you, and creating a space that feels supportive and encouraging and realistic for real life. We start together, but you can join and begin on your own timing. No falling behind, no pressure. If this feels like the kind of approach you've been looking for, I'd love to have you inside. You can learn more and get started by heading to the link in the show notes or by messaging me the word breakthrough on social media. Let's do this gently, consistently, and together.